Madam Deputy, Dr. Helena Wong's question is very clear. She doubted whether the EDB investigation was fair. The school's report highlighted or indicated no intent to disseminate independence. How did the EDB come to the conclusion that it did? There is another written question. There are many procedures in the whole process of investigation. It was done by the EDB. It did the investigation and it came to the conclusion on its own. The teacher asked for oral representation, but that was denied. How could you make sure that that conclusion was a fair one? Madam Deputy, this is a very serious matter. The question is, in the written reply, there is a mention that the teacher can make oral representation during the appeal stage. But in the course of investigation, prior to the teacher being struck off, why is it that you didn't allow the teacher to make oral representation? It's only after he has been struck off that he will be given the opportunity to do so. Is there any provision that doesn't allow you to do so? Why is it that fairness would be relegated to a lower priority? You put your question there, Secretary, please. I find it very surprising. Mr. Ip is a veteran educationalist. This system has been with us for a long time. Now, when we struck teachers off, he never put any question like this. This year, all of a sudden, he came up with this question. I find it wholly surprising. In the entire system, we do have ample opportunities for the teacher to make representation. Does it have to be oral representation? We do allow the teachers to have written representation. He had 2 chances this time. Now, he had the opportunity to do so during the school investigation. We also allowed him twice. And after the first one, we intended to strike him off. We told him as much, and we allowed him the opportunity to make a representation. The teacher retained lawyers and legal advisor to do so. So in the representation, he has advanced his own point of view, and this was made available to the PS for consideration and for a decision to be made. If you refer to the law, there is procedure for the registration. It will be for the PS to take the decision, and then we have the appeal committee, and thereafter there is another appeal mechanism under the CE Council. So we have to look at the entirety of the procedures instead of just homing in on a particular aspect. And the PS has the authority to register and deregister under the law. And we have been proceeding entirely in accordance with the law. And we are sure that this is in line with the legislative requirements.